Disruption Networks. Easy Radio. Disruption Networks.
Beautiful day it is outside. It is EC Radio. It is your old pal Z. Hope you're enjoying your Blur's Day. I think it's Blur's Day, right? I don't know what day it is. But it's Blur's Day to me, people. How you doing? Greetings and salutations. Much love to you all. If you're out there in Facebook land, please click the share button. Before we get into anything, much love to my sponsors, EJA Moving Services, the professional movers. When it's time to move and relocate, hit up my man Eddie and his crew at 315-335-0516 or hit them up at ejamoving.com. Home of the free boxes. They make your move stress-free. So when you're ready to move to like the nursing home or you want to move to California, well, don't go to California right now because you might get COVID. But anyways, if you're moving, have Eddie and those boys do it for you. They're great. They're professional. They wear masks. They wear gloves. They wear back brace. They're very nice. They're polite. They're very sweet boys. So check them out at ejamoving.com. Also, much love to my good friend, attorney Dave Longaretta. If you need legal advice, call him today at 315-735-6162. Tell him Uncle Z sent you, and he can get you out of a lot of trouble. If you are in a lot of trouble, Dave can help you with that. Also, much love to Utica Coffee, Saranac, and huge shout out to my man Todd Beretta. Peens Boards is his new company that he's got out there. He made us custom Disruption Network cornhole boards.
I did see them.
Did you see them? Oh,
They're
my God.
amazing.
They're awesome.
They're so dope.
Shout out to Todd Beretta. Check them out on Instagram. It's Peens Boards. So it's Peanz. Can't forget that. Peanz Boards, Boardz on Instagram. So hit them up. He's got some really cool things. He don't do just cornhole boards. He does like custom shelving and coffee tables and whatnot. Todd's a great man, great friend for many, many years. And I'm really excited to get these cornhole boards. We might just play right out in the middle of James Street.
We can.
I think we're going to.
I think we should.
That's how we're going to test them out.
Yeah, definitely.
I can't wait. I'm pretty excited
Yes,
about
Todd,
that.
bring them over soon.
Thank you so much, Todd. Actually, they're drying right now.
Are they?
The lacquer is on them. They're drying. So we're going to have those cornhole boards out really, really soon. And a lot of games we'll be playing really soon. Once we get back to doing events.
Yes.
Which is soon. One step at a time. We're finally back in the studio, and then we'll finally start creating some events and get the D out there like we always have been. So it is me, Z, like I said earlier, and joining me today, my 8 a.m. workout crew, as I also like to refer to them as second period gym class. I have my man Gabe in the house with us, DJ East One, and also my new best friend. He is. You're like my new best friend, bro. I'm telling you, man. Noah Morton in the house with us. Good to see you guys both. We just got done working out a little while ago, and here we are. How you feeling today?
I'm feeling good. I really enjoy the workouts we do in the morning.
Man.
Like I said, man, before I met you guys at the track, I was really in a dark place, you know? Like, it was hard for me, especially with this pandemic outside and this thing that's going on. So I'm glad I met you guys. Like I said, I'm happy. I'm inspired again. I'm motivated again.
Give me one.
I'm motivated
Give me one.
again.
Yeah, we get some, brother. Come on now.
I'm motivated again to keep going, you know.
Yeah.
And hopefully this rubs off and helps other people too.
Absolutely, man. And we'll get into that a little bit too, because we open the doors to everybody. And so Gabe and I have been, and Noah, me too. I was in a little dark place too throughout this pandemic, as I like to refer to it as the Corona Coaster. And when the Corona Coaster first hit, it was nothing but a party for me. I was drinking online, getting crazy, shaving half my face off. I mean, getting stupid. I was getting stupid.
It's premeditated.
Yeah. And I had a couple friends, and shout out to them for reaching out to me and checking on me, wondering if I was okay and stuff. And then just one day it clicked. It's just like, you know what? I need to like slow it down. As like this pandemic has pretty much taught us to slow down, right?
Yes.
And it's slow down on the drinking and the partying and stuff, and get back into taking care of me. And you have a thing called Fit Within.
Yes.
Fit from within.
Fit from within.
And I relate to that so much.
Yeah.
So tell me a little bit about Fit Within.
Well, you know, Fit from Within is a company or a brand, as you say, for just basically just making people realize that true fitness comes from within. I truly believe that fitness starts from, you know, the inside of you and your mindset, and how you take care of yourself, how you go about your well-being from the inside. And I started this movement because I feel like I said, for me personally, my personal experience, I felt like my fitness wasn't at the all-time level it should be from the inside of me. You know what I mean? My mindset. So I wanted to turn things around and basically inspire people and help people to try to get motivated from the inside, to start from the inside, because you are what you believe you are. You know what I mean? So
Right.
if you feel like you can accomplish anything, you feel like you're out to do something, you want to set out to do something, then you can do it. But that all starts from the inside. That's your mindset.
Exactly.
And just waking up every day and having gratitude. You know what I mean? Just appreciating that you're waking up every day, because there's someone out there, unfortunately, that couldn't wake up today. You know what I mean? And there's someone out there going through something way worse than what you're going through. You know, so fitness fit from within is just making people realize that, you know, fitness truly starts from within.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
It does, man. And
I love him.
And me too, man. Me too. And
Fucking love
like
him,
we've been
man.
hanging out for like maybe about a month now, doing these exercises.
Feels like forever.
I know, right? Well, I started my how do you call it, transformation or whatever? Like it was May 18th is when I started to do the normal routine that we're into right now, which is my grandmother's birthday, and that's why I always remember that date.
Okay.
And Gabe thought I was nuts at first, because I'm like, all right, man, this is what it starts with my buddy Ryan Parr. And Ryan Parr had challenged me to these exercises that
We were walking
he's
the
done.
park.
We were just
Walking
walking the
the
park doing things. You know, we had to get out of the house. We were in the middle of this lockdown and stuff. I needed to get out of the house. I go stir crazy a little bit.
Everybody.
And Ryan had challenged me to the 4 push-ups and the burpee challenge that we do.
That we do.
And it started with that. So one day it just clicked. I was like, I'm going to go to MVCC, and I'm going to do these Ryan Parrs, as we refer to them as. And then in between those exercises, I'm going to run the hundreds, and I'm going to walk the corners. And then and every lap, we're going to do the Ryan Parrs. And he's like, whoa, you're crazy. But he joined me, and my man Anthony Colenso as well joined me
Yes.
too, Amigo. So he was there for a while with us
There
too.
you go.
And he's back to work, so we haven't seen him in a minute. But yeah, it started with that, and so a month later we run into you, and here you were. Now you were there for a couple days prior to that, or what got you
actually,
motivated to get going?
Well, one day I was driving past the track up there at the school, and I saw a couple of people outside, and then I was like, man, I got to get back to it. And by me seeing you know, the people outside working out, and basically just, you know, not having any excuse, just really out there, just getting to it. You know what I mean? So I had to take a look from within myself and look at myself in the mirror and say, oh, you know, you're making excuses, Noah. It's time for you know what I mean, just to get out there and start making excuses. So by me driving by that track that day, it was the day before, the day prior to me actually meeting you guys.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, it was the day prior to that.
So we met you on your first day.
The first day.
Wow.
First day you guys
all right.
met me. So
That's crazy.
I said the next day I'm gonna get out there. And so happened to come. The next day came, and you guys saw me out there, and that was my first day, like you said, we met, and it just felt really good. You know what I mean? It just felt really good, and I felt like I was back to myself. I always been a big fitness guy. You know what I mean? I wasn't the biggest guy. You know what I mean? I wasn't like a bodybuilder type guy, but I love fitness because you know, even on my down days, fitness is the thing that get me through. You know, just working out, playing basketball, or just lifting weights, or even going for a run. It just helped me clear my mind, because we all go through different things in life. You know what I mean? And we all need that escape. I guess you could say the escape route, you know, from reality sometimes, you know what I mean? Because it's hard for a lot of people and everybody. So fitness has been always a big thing for me. And just getting back out there and then meeting you guys, it just made everything 10 times better.
Yeah, he was running up the hill. We're like, you're killing it, brother.
Yeah.
We're like, you're killing it right now. We're like, awesome.
Yeah. We had to tell him, like, oh my God, like,
Yeah.
you're a little too much. And then the next week he came, or it was like the next day, or it was the next day.
Well, it was
And
on a Friday.
Okay.
It was on a Friday.
Monday.
We seen him. We exchanged numbers. I said, hey, we told him, like, hey, we're here Monday through Friday between 8 and 8:30, and we do this every week. So if you want to come hang out, and he was on time.
And then he kicked our ass.
He kicked our asses, bro. He literally kicked our asses
And you know
all the way.
What's funny is he was telling people on his Instagram that I'm his trainer, where
are.
it's actually role reversal, where he's our
He
trainer.
is, man. I'm learning.
Yeah, you're known on my Instagram, and a lot of my friends know you for my trainer. Both of you guys. So I really appreciate that. And
It's great,
One
man.
thing I want to say, you know what I mean, while we at this now, is that a lot of people have to realize that a lot of things don't. It's not a coincidence. A lot of things don't happen out of nowhere.
There's no such thing as
There's
coincidence.
There is no
coincidence.
such thing as
Things happen for a reason. And I truly believe I met you guys for a reason. You know what I mean?
Exactly. I agree.
To get me back on that path, you know, that I feel like I need to be led into. You know what I mean? So, you know, just a lot of people have to realize that, you know, that things don't happen for a reason. And when you realize that things don't happen for a reason, that makes you, you know what I mean, feel 10 times better about certain things. It makes you appreciate a lot, even the little things. It makes you appreciate a lot of things in your life because you know that you're on a special path in your life, you know what I mean? And you're going to meet special people and things are going to happen for you, you know what I mean, at your own time and at your own pace. And even if you get off track, the universe or whoever, you know, you believe in gets you right back on track, you know what I mean? So that's the best thing. I love life. I love you guys. I love being here.
I love you, man. You're making me tear up over here. I'm an emotional person.
Yeah, what a journey it's been, right? And like you said, there's no such thing as coincidences. And so take me back a little bit on your journey, though, and like how you got to the area and what brought you here and all that.
Well, me and one of my good friends, his name is David George. We decided to come up here to Mohawk Valley Community College. We played basketball back in 2013, 2014 at our community college back home. It was the Dutchess Falcons, and we played there for about a year. We played it for about a year and a half, and then some unfortunate things took turn for us. So you know, we basically took off a year. So we decided to go back to school, and we decided to come to Mohawk. So we was looking around. We saw Mohawk. Mohawk was a good fit for us at the time. So we decided to come here, and that was in 2016. So we got here, and you know, we wanted to play basketball, and things unfortunately didn't turn out our way for us. But it was a great experience, you know what I mean? Just coming from the area I was from, which is Poughkeepsie, New York. I'm not from there, but I lived there and things like that. Coming from there to up here, it was a whole different culture shock, you know what I mean?
Oh, I bet.
Sure.
And a little more slower.
Yeah, a lot more slower. And but it was a great experience at Mohawk. Mohawk, I learned a lot, you know what I mean? I had my ups and downs, my trials and tribulations there, as well as my good friend Dave. And I ended up deciding to stay here with my girlfriend. So after I graduated, and then after she graduated in 2019, we ended up staying here, you know what I mean, and actually starting our life here. So it's been a roller coaster, but it's been a really good experience, you know?
Yeah.
And I've met great people along the way as well. And here I am, and it's weird because you think you have something planned out in your life, and then it turns out a completely different way. You know what I mean? you think you know what you're going to do. You think you have a certain plan, and then it just goes a whole completely different way.
And you get that curveball.
And I had to learn that at an early age, that, you know, life is about different curveballs, ups and downs. You know what I mean? It's all about adjusting. It's all about adjusting to life, you know what I mean? And then expecting the unknown at the times that it comes. And like I said, it's been a great experience. I appreciate the experience, just growing, learning things, learning different cultures, different areas. And I'm just happy to see what's next, you know what I mean? I'm just excited to see what's going to happen for me next.
What a cultural shock for me to come down in the city than to come up here.
Yeah.
And like we said earlier, it's much slower.
It's a lot more
but the
slower.
air's cleaner.
Yeah.
Right?
A lot cleaner. Because all the pollution and all that stuff going on down there. So
Yeah. And just, it's, you know, the people are a little more, how can you say, a little more on edge down there than they are up here. We're up here, it's a little more slower pace. And
Thank you.
You know, it's a tight-knit community. It's a tight-knit community. Yeah, you're still on mic, dude.
It is, but you know what it is? You know, as opposed from down there to up here, I realize that a lot of people have their own agendas. You know what I mean? They going through their own experience of life, as you could say.
Yeah.
So you know, it's definitely a culture shock coming from there to here, because up here, like you said, it's a lot more slower. People are pretty much to themselves, so you get more in tune with yourself. And I feel like I definitely needed that at the time of my life too, honestly, you know what I mean? Just getting more in tune with myself, learning more about myself, learning what I actually want to do with my life, growing as a man, growing as an individual, and just, you know, just experiencing and things on my own, you know what I mean? And all of my friends is down there and stuff, so it's difficult at times, you know what I mean? Cause
sure.
it's just me and my girlfriend, but it's it's going like I'm happy, you know.
You got us now.
Yeah. Like I said, you know, you meet people along the way of your journey in life, and you know, God really places people in your life for a reason. You know what I mean? So I'm just appreciative of all.
A friend of mine always says, if you have a plan, God usually laughs at your plan.
Absolutely
definitely
true.
You know, and it is. It's kind of true. So you got to, and it's not about like getting knocked down. It's the comeback, right? It's the comeback. It's the adversity and bouncing back from whatever life throws at you. It's like, how are you going to make yourself better from what this situation was? You know, how you gonna bounce back from it? So, and it's important to know this and get into it.
It is.
So, a couple people checking in. Willie B checking in. Nice jersey, Z. Glad to see you guys back in the studio. We are back in the studio. Shout out to Todd Williams too for making the studio look all nice and tight and it's new.
Toddy's amazing.
He really is. Now we have like 3 sets into one. It's really cool. So
it looks really good.
If anybody's interested, come check it out. Hit me up. Also, our friend Kelly's checking in too, who also works out with us at the 8 a.m. crew.
Hi, Kelly.
Our gym class peoples, right? And we've had a bunch of people work out with us throughout this whole thing.
People coming in and like, if anybody wants to come hang out, you know what I mean? We're there between 8 and 8:30 every day, Monday through Friday. But more the merrier. I mean, why? You know, we're all here doing this together.
Yep.
So my friend Chuck came in one day. He was there a couple times.
Yep.
You know, people come in and out. They're
I had
like,
my little cousin show up one day.
That was amazing. The kids came with us.
The kids came with us.
We had one kid show up too.
Yeah.
He was with his father, and then he started working out with us.
Right.
Yeah.
And then I got my little friend Bella who runs around all the time. She shows me how fast she is.
How fast? Want to see how fast I am today?
Yeah.
It's amazing, right?
So, yeah, we definitely have. And if anybody really, and it's open to the public, it's not like, you know, we're charging or anything. We're just working out, really. So if you guys want to come join us and get your workout in, you can meet us at MVCC Track, 8 a.m. every morning, Monday through Friday. We try to take the weekends off and rest those bones from time to time. Who else? Merch is checking in. Hey, Merch, good to hear from you. Says the studio looks great. Thank you very much. Everybody out there in Facebook land, if you could do us a favor and click the share button, help spread the word of Fit From Within and EC Radio and the D, and also DJ East One, who's our neighbor now. He's our guard dog, if you will. I got to tell him. I feel like the old man now. I'm like, I got to tell him, hey, lower your music, dude. I'm pounding on the walls. And he's like,
that's
huh?
I'm just grateful I could practice right now. You know what I mean? So
yeah, man, and you're doing great. And then so yesterday he blew me away yesterday because he remixed one of my songs from Street Rock Mafia, and I posted something on my Instagram yesterday about it, and the boys in the band were like, "Whoa, this is awesome!" So I can't wait till you perfect that, and then we can actually record that.
We can record that, because then we could, like we were talking about yesterday. I just, it's stumbling upon me. Like this whole time I haven't really gigged out in 7-8 months. You know, I think I had one gig I had one gig New Year's Eve in Florida. And me and my friend T-Sap, I helped him. We opened up for, we did the first night of spring break, which was quite amazing. When me and him get together, it's just straight energy. We feed off each other. So I'm grateful for this time, though, to reconnect with music itself. It's like, it's just reconnecting, even with, like, Z inspires me. Everybody I come across, what they're listening to, they inspire me. Well, how can I incorporate this in a set? And it's like my whole mindset has changed now. And there's so much music. There's just so much. I can't just play just one genre of music. I'm like incorporating, like lettuce into my set, ripe. Just rock and roll.
Even fish.
I'm just fish.
You're putting fish into your set now.
Yeah, and Mo's gonna come in there pretty soon. You know what I mean? So, but it's like even like just like Spanish music, just the whole Caribbean vibe and all that. How do I incorporate all this into a set and to make people appreciate it? Because as a job as a DJ, we have to introduce music to people and to be open. You want the crowd to be open, especially to you. So you have to try to gather them, get them in a little bit. All right, let's get you comfortable. Let me ease you into things. You know what I mean? Ease one. Yeah.
Is that how you got that?
I don't know. No, it's its old graffiti name.
Oh, okay.
It's like back in the 80s, there was just
You're dating
Ease
yourself.
Ease just is like, I don't know, it's like old breakdance name. It's, it stems back from that. But I'm pretty much, let me ease you into the music, what I mean? So
So you were a breakdancer back in the day?
Yeah, well, tried.
Wow.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
We had a crew. We had the Lead Street crew, man.
Oh, okay.
Me, Phil DePerner, Mario. There's a whole bunch of us, man.
Can you
Breakdancer.
can you do the windmill?
No.
You got to show me something.
I tried.
Can your 40-something-year-old ass do the windmill?
No. No.
You got to
No
show me
way.
something, Gabe.
I'm grateful I could do a run today. You know?
I'm trying to find some cardboard right now, man.
Bust up
You know,
the
if I was
cardboard.
drinking again, you might would have seen that. But other than that, no.
Nah, you got to
I
show
will
me.
get down. You know, I do some b-boy shit, but you know what I mean. But yeah, pop locking. My boy Phil DePerna does that real well. He gets busy. But you know, I will get down with some b-boy. You know, stands. You know, just do some b-boy shit. But other than that, no. I just basically do a two-step. Listen, I'm in charge of the music. Let me rock. I'll rock with you. You know what I
Gotcha.
mean? So, yeah. No,
If you
no
come in
break dancing.
parachute pants, it's all over.
That's
man.
over,
Bro,
yeah.
It's over.
I still rock Pumas though. You can't get away with the Puma. You know, I still rock Pumas.
Like Kango and the
I love
Pumas.
Pumas.
Love
Pumas.
Yeah.
No, what are you listening to these days, music-wise?
I listen to a lot of things, different things. Mainly hip hop.
Yeah. Who's your guy right now?
Man.
Or girl?
Yeah.
Or group?
There's a lot of great women.
I gotta go with Meek Mills or Davies. Davies.
Hey, man!
And I only listen to
Love 'em right
I only
now.
listen to music that I can relate to in a sense.
Yeah.
That's always been that type of guy. Just listen to music that I can relate to. So a lot of music like Davies, Meek Mills, Fabulous. I always been a Fabulous guy because he's from Brooklyn. I'm from Brooklyn. So so yeah, I like Fab. And then I listen to a lot of like R&B too. I feel like you have to have different options.
You do.
Variety, yeah. So different days you're in different moods for different things. So you know what I mean, it's not just straight hip hop and all that type of stuff. So yeah, it's a lot of R&B too. So.
Same with me. I mean, you know, Gabe, for my musical taste is all over the board, and I feel bad for you guys because like every morning you got to listen to my metal through my headphones because it's so loud. And like, God damn, dude, why do you have it on so loud? Because I'm deaf, you know. But yeah, for my workout routine, it's like heavy metal. But then throughout the day, I love Motown and funk and old school. You know,
love
and
a
then
lot of
jam
old school.
bands. Yeah,
A lot of old school.
I love Motown. Motown is like what I grew up on. Like my mom and I, when I was growing up, we would clean the house Saturdays afternoon and listen to like the Jackson 5 and Aretha Franklin and Temptations, and that has always stuck with me. And then, you know, as you get older into your teenage years, you start to evolve a little bit musically, and you know, and it's good. It's good to open up your horizons to all different types of music,
It is.
except for country. No, I'm kidding. Well, today's country is horrible. I love old school country. Old school country because it tells a story. Yeah, like a Waylon Jennings, Johnny Cash type of thing.
Yeah.
It tells a good story. You know, today's country is more pop music.
Yeah, I'm not
than
gonna lie. There's
anything.
some really good country songs.
There's some.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say that right. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, there is, but I wouldn't say that's my gig, but
Right.
it is. You know what I mean?
Do you play any instruments?
No.
No?
I wish I could play the piano
Yeah.
or the drum. I tried it in schools and like high school and stuff, but it wasn't too good.
Yeah.
I was like, nah.
I want
Not my ballpark.
I want to go back to the basketball with you.
Okay.
So you played a bunch of years. Like I remember talking to you
Yeah.
recently, telling you you were doing tryouts and
Yeah.
whatnot for the NBA D League. Is that what it was? or-
It's the G League and stuff.
Okay.
Yeah. So I played in high school.
Now, what school did you go to?
I went to Austin High School.
Okay.
So I moved from Brooklyn in 2009, 2008-ish. I went to Austin High School for 4 years, 2009 to 2013. And I played all 4 years there. I had a great coach, Michael Casey. Oh, man, I love him. He's like a father figure to me. I lost my father back in 2009. And ever since then, my coach there, Michael Casey, he's been like amazing. Like he's always treated me like a son.
You still keep in touch with him?
Oh yeah, of course.
Good.
Yeah, of course. So I played there I played 4 years. Actually 5, 'cause I played JV there too. I went to middle school, and I started from middle school. Then I went into high school 2009. So I played 5 years in Austin. Great experience.
Were you starting as a freshman?
No,
No?
I wasn't good.
When did you start? When did you start starting?
I started. I want to say my sophomore year.
Sophomore year?
Yeah, I tried out. Crazy experience. I tried out for my varsity team. Thought I was good enough. Thought I was the man. Tried out, got cut. Got sent down to JV. And at those times, like, you know, sophomores are always on varsity if they're good. You know what I mean? So got cut, went down to JV. Junior year, same thing happened. Got cut, went down to JV. Now juniors, it's always varsity from junior year to senior year. So if you're not on varsity, then you're not considered good. So I'm on varsity as a junior. You know what I mean? And that was tough for me, and that was a different experience. That hit me hard because I didn't really have a feeling like that, you know what I mean, being cut and feeling like I'm not good enough. I always thought I was good enough, you know what I mean, and I felt like I put in the time. So that definitely humbled me, you know what I mean, that definitely humbled me, and that definitely showed me that hard work, you got to be persistent at it. You got to keep going no matter what.
Is that when you started to develop your work ethic?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yes. So after after getting cut junior year, I just started developing this work ethic like, okay, I'm going to show you guys. You know what I mean? I'm going to show you. And it stuck with me ever since now, you know what I mean? And now I'm on the path to possibly become a professional, you know what I mean, somewhere. Whether it's in the G League, overseas, somewhere. And I definitely hope I'm inspiring people. A lot of people don't know my story like that because I don't put a lot of content out there. But now I'm starting to, you know what I mean? But yeah, it's gonna be good though. I definitely believe in myself. Yeah, now I definitely believe in myself. Just as long as I keep working at it, keep the hard work going, stay persistent, stay dedicated, committed, motivated. You know, like you guys tell me, and things will definitely happen for me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then that's pretty much it. And then I went to Mohawk Valley. Like I said, I went to Dutchess, played there for a year and a half. That was a good experience. I started there, too. I started in my college, started as a point guard there. I did well. I put up some good numbers. I averaged like 10 points, 12 points as a freshman, which is okay for me, you know what I mean, for a good start. And then now it's just about working out and trying to get back to it, you know what I mean. And I never really left it, but just get back on the ballpark as far as like playing somewhere.
It's hard now, right, with all the basketball hoops that got taken down because they don't want anybody hanging out at parks right now. So it's kind of hard for you to go out and actually practice that, but you could still put the work in.
Yeah, and one thing I want to touch on, too, about that, because, you know, some things is out of your control. You can't control certain things, you know what I mean? Like something like that I can't control. The hoops being down, when they're going to get back up, I can't control that. Right. And speaking with my good friend Gabe over here, he was telling me, control what you can control. You know what I mean? Even if you're dribbling for an hour a day, it's something working towards your goal. You know what I mean? And that stuck with me. It's like something is out of your control, something you can't control, no matter how hard. And I was telling Gabe, I was like, I try to control some things that I can't control. Yeah. And that's big because I feel like a lot of us do that. Try to control things we can't control. And not even speaking on basketball and life. When life hit us with different things, we try to control it, and it's not about control. You know what I mean? And Gabe was just gave me good advice. It was just like, let go, let God. You know what I mean? And that's definitely something that stuck with me. I appreciate that advice. You know what I mean, from him, because I was definitely depressed from that. You know what I mean? I was upset. Like, man, I want to get somewhere and play. I want to shoot. You know what I mean? I want to get my workout on because I feel like I'm missing something. I feel like I'm getting worse. I feel like I'm losing out, missing out on something. You know what I mean? So just hearing that from him definitely inspired me to keep going as well and just be like, okay, well, I'm going to do this. You know what I mean? And this is going to definitely help with my craft too, as well. So
let the universe take its course.
Yeah.
You know, and then things will fall into place. Yeah. Or they don't. And if they don't, then, you know, there's always options. You know, you keep going. Exactly. I was pulling up to the track today, and you guys were starting to walk already because I showed up a little bit late. And he was walking, just going through his legs with the ball. Bro, I was like, and it's like boom, 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 and he's talking to you at the same time, and like, wow, this kid, he's just got some good hand-eye coordination, that's for sure.
Yeah, I'm like, I looked over, and I'm like, bro, that's like, how do you do that?
Yeah.
I'm like, holy.
I took heed into what he said the next day. I said, all right, came on the track, picked up that basketball, and started dribbling and talking to him. You know what I mean? So it's something small to keep going, keep working towards your craft.
Keep working it. And the other day we tried to do the weave, which didn't really work out too well because I kept screwing it up. Because I haven't done the weave since 1987. Yeah. But and it's been a great experience though. And like you said earlier too, I mean, there's no such thing as coincidences. And with you coming into our lives too, I mean, you're equally as influential as we are to you. So, and I really appreciate you too. The other thing I want to talk about is you got a new clothing line coming out starting tomorrow. It launches.
Yeah, Fit from Within. I just designed 2 T-shirts. It's a black one and a red one. And if people are interested, they could check on Fit from Within with 2 N's.
At the end.
At the end on Instagram. And I just posted a photo up there. And on the back, it just shows, it just says true fitness starts from within. And I just, I really branded on that because I really believe, your inspiration comes from within you. You know what I mean? How you go about your thoughts of yourself and how you feel about yourself and things like that. So yeah, it's coming out tomorrow.
What else do you have? I mean, we were talking earlier, but before the podcast, and you have an array of not just T-shirts you're going to be doing. You're going to do resistant bands.
Oh yeah. So I have on there. It's a massage gun. So that's one of the products I'm selling on there. So that basically helps you with deep tissue massage. So if you're feeling sore one day, say if you're working out and you're feeling sore, you can use that to release the tension in your muscles anywhere on your body.
And you can use it as a sex toy.
If you want. No, it's not.
Hey, lady.
Yeah. And then on there, I have resistant bands as well. So those I help with a lot of different workouts for like your shoulders, your arms. You can do bicep curls. You can do tricep workouts. You can do shoulder press. Also, I have waist trainers for males and females. So that basically helps you. You put the waist trainer around your waist, and that basically helps burn the extra body fat on your body.
Oh, word?
Yeah, it's like a sauna. It heats up your around your waist like a sauna. Yeah, it's really nice.
Today we didn't need a sauna.
Right. Explain those a little bit more, because those things really work.
Oh yeah, they definitely work. Yeah,
because I've seen them before.
Yeah, they're everywhere. Waist trainers, they're everywhere. And I just decided just to get that product, just to get it out to people at a reasonable price. You know what I mean? Because sometimes it's too expensive for people. So that's definitely something that's good. What that's good about my company is that we have reasonable prices. You know what I mean? Not too expensive. And then what else we have on there? The sauna, and then we have smartwatches as well. So the smartwatches can help you time you with your pace. So if you're running, helps you with timing that. It helps you with your heartbeat, your calories burn. Yeah, your calories burn, things like that. So it's good. It's coming along.
Yeah,
I'm excited.
Cool. And how could people check your products out, and where can they find it?
It's on the website. Okay. So we have a website. It's Fit From Within store at .com. And they can go on there. And also the website is linked into the bio of the Instagram as well. And they can check it out there. Then we also have an email you can reach us at. It's support@fitfromwithin.com as well. And getting in tune with you guys too. They can ask questions because I'm always with you guys too as well.
Yeah, man.
So yeah, it's
whatever you need, man. And we'll definitely help you push some of that stuff out there too. Gabe actually is interested in being a model for you.
Oh,
yeah,
definitely.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he's trying to put himself out there a little bit, and it starts from within.
Yeah. I'm looking for models.
Appreciate that right now. All right. Volunteer me for something else.
Always.
I gotta go do the ski chalet tomorrow.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah,
You
I
test
will
out
do
the
that.
ski chalet.
Seriously, if Jerry D needs me to do it, I will.
Actually, we should do that, and Todd's posting it up right now on the thing there. Thank you, bro. We should do that one day and run the ski hills. This guy makes us do the hills. It kicks my ass.
With the resistance bands.
With the resistant bands, kicks my ass.
That was a good workout.
Definitely a leg crusher.
So on these resistant bands, has like your logo on it or something?
So yeah, we're gonna put the logo on the resistant bands, on all the products. We're gonna put on the massage gun. We're gonna try to put on the smartwatch. It was a little difficulty put on the smartwatch, but we're gonna figure it out somehow. Yeah. And then we're gonna put on the waist trainers as well, and the resistance bands. I said resistance bands, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, resistance bands. Yeah. So. And then we have it on the shirts too as well. So it's coming along.
And are you gonna do like fall apparel as well?
We haven't decided that yet. In all honesty, so we do right now. It's just we're doing summer. We're gonna work with the summer apparel, and we're gonna come out with hopefully a fall. But I'm coming out with another business too. So we're working on that too as well. My second business. And I'm not gonna say what it is,
Okay.
but yeah, that's coming along. That's gonna be a lot of fall apparel, every season. So summer, fall, winter, things like that. And that's gonna be nice. That's gonna be clothing too, as well. And it's coming along. This is all new to me. You know what I mean? I didn't think I would step out of my comfort zone. This is kind of out of my comfort zone.
You can't grow unless you step
Can't.
outside your comfort zone.
Can't. So this is all new to me. This is nice though. You know what I mean? I always been the guy to want to inspire people. You know what I mean? Just to get people going, and that's whether in whatever field they're going into or just in life in general. Because I've been on that other side. You know what I mean? Other side being in that I've been down, I've been depressed, anxiety, things like that. You know what I mean? So I had my trials and tribulations too as well. Dealing with like death in my family, and a lot of failures too, setbacks. So, you know, I know how it feels. You know what I mean? So I just feel like I was put here on this earth to help people. You know what I mean? Inspire people. And I know one day I'm gonna be in a big position. You know what I mean? To you know, reach out to people and help people in a major way. And I'm just walking in my path, brother.
Right,
I'm
man,
just
staying
going.
in your lane.
Yeah, I'm just staying in my lane.
Right,
You know what I mean?
and it goes back to your company within, and it starts with you first, and then when you obtain all that self-love, you know, things start coming to you,
It comes
right?
right to you.
And that's the universe talking to you as well.
It comes to you.
And then you be a role model to kids and doing positive things in the community and spreading love, man. It's super important, and we need that now. We need more empathy now in the world more so now than ever.
We do.
Because the world is just in such a messed up state right now, and we need more positive people in the world.
do.
So keep doing what you're doing and keep spreading love and spreading the positivity, man.
I definitely am.
Yeah,
Definitely.
and being a role model to kids, and you know, it's funny when we're out in the track, these kids will start running with us and just like running along, and it's cool. Like, you know, I had a dream recently too, and the dream. What I got out of it, the conclusion was that I needed to help kids and be a positive influence, and I've been starting to do a little bit of that.
We're all put here to help people. We're here to help one another. It's as simple as that.
Yep.
It's not about us. You know what I mean? It's not about us.
Right. And that's what people need to get out of their mindset, because there's so much selfishness going on in the world. And just today, scrolling, and I've been trying to stay off social media a lot, well, other than Instagram, but like Facebook and stuff. And I'm scrolling through, and everybody's bitching about that they can't be at a bar. It's like, stop worrying about yourselves, people, just because you can't have that Budweiser, you know. Well, I should say Utica Club. They're one of our
It's
sponsors.
bigger.
But just, you know, it's just because you can't go out to a bar right now, you got to help others. Like, you know, I don't get it. And people are just so selfish and so self-absorbed in the world right now, and we need less of that and more positivity.
Yes.
Stuck in your own ways. You got to get out your own ways.
Yep.
It's the only way. It's the only true
Gabe,
way.
you go through it all the time too with the program you're in, and you know, and teaching and helping and spreading love as well.
Spread love, man. That's it. That's why we're here. Is love. Everybody's love.
Yeah.
But it's just what do I want to say here?
Dun dun dun. Action.
There you go. Look at that camera. I mean, look at that, man. It's just awesome.
It does look good, man.
It does.
You're making me look good.
Yeah, for once. Nah, dude,
No,
no
this
one's
is-
going to make you look good when you're a model for his company.
Yeah.
This is one of my first times actually seeing myself, you know what I mean, on TV.
Is it?
Yeah.
I'm built for it.
Yeah, I'm telling you, man.
I'm built for
Well, that's
it.
what I was talking to you about the other day, too, is like maybe this can be a stepping stone for you
Oh, it
into
definitely
perhaps
is.
doing your own podcast in the future. And,
Oh, it's funny you say that. It definitely is.
Uh-huh.
You can ask my girlfriend. I always talk about it.
Yeah.
You know, one of the podcasts I love to watch is the Mike Tyson podcast. High and
the
Boxing.
Smoke Box?
High and Boxing podcast.
Uh-huh.
A lot of wisdom, a lot of knowledge on there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that it definitely inspired me one day to hopefully be on his podcast, you know what I mean, and start my own one day, you know what I
Right.
mean? I think it's definitely a good way to help people connect, you know what I mean, share their stories, because everyone comes from different walk in life.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? So this is definitely a position to help people and definitely reach out to different people too, you know what I mean? To let people know you're not alone. You know what I mean? And
You did mention earlier, too, how you never really put the content of your life out there. But I think it's super important for people to know your background before you dive into something like a podcast or some kind of personal training or any of that. People should know where you came from and the kind of adversity you had to face in your life.
Yeah. Oh, this won't happen no time soon. But it's definitely on my list to doing one day. So.
How about Mike Tyson's making a comeback?
I can't wait.
My two favorite boxers of all
Super
time are
exciting.
going at it, too, in an exhibition. Is it like a charity event, or is it just
I
they're
think
going
it's an exposition.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
They're-
Maybe it's a charity. Maybe they raise the money for a good cause. But he looks good.
Yeah. He does.
Definitely
He let
fine.
himself go for a while.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he was out partying a little bit, but he was also out there spreading his message too. He was doing a lot of that spoken word thing, and that HBO special was incredible. If you got a chance to see that a couple years back,
I didn't see that.
But he's fighting Roy Jones. Which,
I can't wait.
Yeah,
I thought happy here he's fighting again.
Yeah, he was supposed to fight
know,
Holyfield too.
That's what I thought. It was Holyfield.
Oh my God,
It's
that'd be
crazy.
amazing.
It would.
It's crazy.
It is crazy,
I'm
man.
so grateful I don't have TV though.
You know, the thing is like boxing. Boxing really isn't what it used to be. There's Deontay Wilder. I love him, and of course Tyson Fury. They've had some good matches the last couple of years.
Yeah.
But other than that, GGG and Canelo Alvarez. That's been a couple good fights there in the middleweight section there. But other than that, you really can't name off any more boxers than that, can you? Right? Anthony Joshua. Anthony Joshua's.
Sugar Ray Robinson.
That's the 50s, man.
Listen, I know Muhammad Ali. That's the people I know.
Yeah.
Mike Tyson, Muhammad Ali. I don't really follow boxing like that.
No.
But no.
UFC is what really put boxing out of commission a little bit. And I follow UFC, but it's so hard to stay on UFC because their lifespan isn't really long. These fighters in the UFC, they fight maybe 4 or 5 years and they're done.
I know because they fight for real. Yeah. Elbows, legs,
Oh,
feet,
it's everything. Man. The only thing they can't do is kick you in
breaking
the
bones.
nuts.
Yeah, they
Remember
break
when they first came out? Like you're seeing arms getting broken, and we're like, oh,
Yeah,
it's
legs.
brutal.
yeah, you know,
Horse
Arm,
Gracie
anything
and those
violence,
guys.
you know.
There was some.
They
It's like
trying to tear each other
gladiator
apart.
pit from like Greece or something. You know what I mean? That's what it's been around through millions of years. All of that.
What I don't understand is like, as a boxer, I can't necessarily get in the ring and beat someone up. You know what I mean? I think maybe it's the money that motivates them, but how can you just get in the ring and just,
You got to have that certain animalistic
It's something you got to have inside you.
way of thinking in you. You got to have that drive.
Yeah.
You got to be a warrior.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah,
And-
you have to.
There-
You know what I
Nobody's
mean?
like,
And you got to
I
have a
don't
couple
know.
screws loose.
Yeah, you got to because
do.
I'd be like, wow, like you just get in the ring and just. Can we curse on here?
Oh, yeah, I
Okay,
prefer
you get
it.
in the ring and fuck someone up, like, like what? Like, I'd just be like, man, I can't. I don't know. It's crazy, but it's a good sport, you know. But it is crazy to think about.
That's why I like the one-on-one type of sport. It's just you and another guy, and you're slugging it out too.
Yeah.
And I love team sports too, because team sports teach you a lot, and it teaches you, to play along well with others and whatnot. But when it's just you and somebody else in that ring, that's just an test of endurance for you, and like says a lot about you.
Let's talk about team sports.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Teams, sports in general has a way of ending racism. You know what I mean? Ending that. And what I mean by that is sports bring people together. You know what I mean? So
It does.
I've realized that like sports is the kind of thing that no matter where you come from in life, we have one goal, and that's to win the game. Come together and win the game. Work as a cohesive unit and try to win the game. You know what I mean? And sports is just a spectacular thing. It's, I feel like sports was just put here for a reason because it brings people together.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You don't think about where you're from, what color you are, and how you look. You know what I mean? We all work together for one goal.
Yep.
And I love sports. Like,
Yep. Me too.
I wish I played more sports when I was younger. Like being on a team, everybody has their part to play. And just sticking with that one part to make this whole unit come one. You know what I mean? That's a big part. And sometimes it's hard for someone to do that. You know what I mean? So that's where discipline comes involved. I'm just learning this now. You know what I mean? It took me years to figure, this is just my experience.
Well, that's because you're a little bit. Your head was in the clouds, kind of, right?
Yeah, no, I was just doing it different. Just different.
Different way of thinking.
Yeah, no, I just want to do other things in life.
Yeah.
You brought up ending racism. What do you think another way that we can end racism?
Another way we can end racism.
I think having these conversations, open conversations, is super important.
Yeah, I think because we talked about it a little early on the track. I feel like racism, or not liking a culture or another person it comes from not understanding them, where they come from. You know what I mean? It's the fear aspect of it.
Absolutely.
That's fearing what you don't know.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So I feel like just talking to someone, hey, how you doing? Or just, hey, what's your name? And then just having an open conversation that could you know what I mean, break that a little bit. And another way I feel like is racism is taught. You know what I mean? You're taught racism. You're taught to hate. We know to love.
You're born with love.
You're born with love. And you're taught to hate. So I feel like having that realization that something's wrong here.
Right.
You know what I mean?
It starts with your upbringing,
acknowledging it, you know. So, and there's many other ways I'm pretty sure we can end racism.
Yeah.
And it's unfortunate that we have these events that's going on in the world today. It's sad, you know. I had my own experience and share of dealing with racism and stuff, and it's been hard, you know. And I've been luckily to get out of different situations, you know what I mean, that could have turned bad, you know. But yeah, it's hard. It's hard nowadays.
It really is, man. Because, well, first of all, the world's so divided, and nobody has any kind of nobody's open-minded anymore. You know, they're just stuck in their way, and that's it. It's their way and no way. And open your minds a little bit, you know, and to have these conversations. And ignorance is really, it's out there. It's, and to educate these people is it's going to take a lot of work. But it's important, again, to have these conversations and to, you know, open up these conversations and talk about it and have, man, I don't see color. I don't. I grew up with everybody, you know, everybody. Chinese, black, Jewish, Italian, everybody. And so I've never really seen it. I base my life on do unto others, you know, and treat everybody with respect.
How you want to be treated.
And that's how it should be. Everybody should treat each other with respect, no matter where you come from, no matter where you are in the world. You need to show respect to humans.
Absolutely.
Another way you could look at it is looking at yourself in the mirror. You know what I mean? I had to take a look in the mirror and say to myself, well, out of all the things that's going on in the world, and you see these things on social media and the news and stuff, you know, how are you going to respond, Noah? And what I mean by that is realizing that not every white person is bad.
Right.
Not every black person is bad.
Right.
Not every, you know, Chinese, you know, whoever, you know what I mean, is bad, you know what I mean? And just realizing that and having that mindset as you go through your day, not automatically turn into the fact that you're white, I'm going to hate you automatically, you know what I mean? Or you're black, I don't like you, you know what I mean? Just realizing that I might not know you, you know what I mean? So what I'm gonna hate that I don't know? I don't know you, so why would I hate you, you know what I mean? Right. And having that open mind and that open heart to things is you know, just taking that look and realizing that not everyone is bad.
It goes back to don't judge the book by its cover, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't judge.
Don't judge.
Don't judge, period. You don't know.
So
You're just assuming.
Yeah, so I just go through my day. I just go through my day just loving. First love, and then, you know, and whatever happens after that, you know what I mean?
And that right there is why you should do a podcast.
Yeah.
No, seriously, because you can teach people.
Yeah.
And you can influence people.
Yeah.
Just on race alone, man, you know? And I think it's important, again, to have these conversations and to open up. And man, go scrolling through Facebook, I deleted friends that I've known for hundreds of years and family members and stuff. And it's like, you people really are ignorant. And it's a shame.
Oh, yeah. Certain people, a lot of people not going to agree with what you do in life.
Right.
And that's just life in general. A lot of people's not going to always agree with what you do or how you go about your life. You know what I mean? So,
and ignorant meaning lack of knowledge, because people misconstrued that definition of that word.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So just doing it out of love.
I think a lot of people have knowledge. They just don't. There's certain other reasons why they do things, you know.
different motives.
Yeah.
Different
What's
motives,
their
definitely.
motives behind things? Are they
Definitely.
following because they're still looking for something?
Yep.
Or just
Or my friend is doing this, I'm gonna do it with you, just because you're doing it,
Right.
or little things like that, or just because you hate, I'm gonna hate with you.
And it goes back to what you were saying, fear.
Fair.
It's all based on fear.
There's like over 100 forms of fear. You don't even know about it.
Really?
Oh yeah, just your everyday thing.
It is.
You know.
Uh-huh.
Gotta
I didn't
get to
know
know
that.
yourself.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Get to know yourself.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And erase the hate, people. That's what we're preaching today.
Erase
That's my
the hate.
PSA for the day. Erase the hate. Every day I have like some sort of PA.
And don't
PSA.
forget to buy a shirt.
That's Gabe's
the
PSA
hate.
for the day.
Erase the hate.
Erase the hate, because life is too short to go on hating and holding grudges and,
Oh, yeah.
and building up all this resentment. And just because of somebody's a different color than you and acts different than you, doesn't mean you have to hate them.
Okay, when you have a resentment, what's that based on? When you have a resentment towards one, you got to take a look at yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Should not. Most of the time, it's you because yourself is self-centered. You're not getting your own way. You know. Remember, if something's pointing at you, there's 3 fingers pointing
Coming
back
back.
at you.
My basketball coach used to tell me that. I'd be like, what?
Yeah,
And
yeah, it's a good one, right?
Yeah.
These little things
It's true,
that
though.
help me
It's
along with
life.
my day.
It's life. It's true.
It is.
But we all are at different stages in life. So all we could do is just love one another and give love. If someone's, I don't know, man. It's hate. It's a bad word.
It is.
It really is. Like, honestly, can you hate somebody? Just like when people say hate, no, you don't hate it. You just might dislike it.
You know what I do hate? Eating liver.
You don't hate it. You dislike it.
I dislike
You
it.
dislike it. Well, guess what? You know what? I didn't. My grandmother used to feed me liver all the time when I was a kid. So I used to eat it, and then I was like, what? And then, through the years, me and my ex-wife's uncle, Sam Scampone, we make 70 gallons of sauce for St. Cosmo Damian Feast. We cook for the feast.
Yeah.
And the people there, they would wrap liver in pig intestine, I believe, and season it. But guess what? We bake it, and it's hands down, it's badass. It's that good. And I can't, I look forward to it, but there's no, last year was my last year done cooking, so. But other than that, it tastes great. But I only eat it once a
I
year.
don't think I ever had liver.
Just once a year.
I don't think I ever had liver.
You just have a dude to hang out here in the studio, and he would talk about sports teams. He'd be like, "Oh, I hate the Lakers, and I hate this team, and I hate." It's like, what's a hate?
I don't like this.
How could you hate a team? I get it. You dislike the team. It's not your team, But why hate?
Yeah,
it's just such a bad word. Like you
It
said,
is a bad word.
Such a bad word. I like how Cavi's getting a spot today behind your head on those wipes, those Lysol wipes behind you. We should call them up and tell them they got free advertisement out of the D today.
Make
Yes.
sure you wipe your ass, too,
Just so
people.
everybody knows, we are social distancing here. We are 6 feet
I
apart
was
from
gonna
each
say
other,
that, yeah,
and
wow.
we are wiping
And we are
everything down.
cleaning everything.
We are cleaning everything. We actually have these reusable headpieces right here, and we're changing them out throughout every guest. And like a lot of people are getting really on edge about the social distancing thing. And I think it's super important to let everybody know that we are practicing social distancing.
Still
And,
following the
and that's
rules.
what's going, following the rules. We're wearing masks as we walk in. And now that we're 6 feet apart and sitting down, we don't really have to have the mask on. But when we get back up, we're wearing masks and stuff like that.
We're pretty mindful of what goes on. You have to be mindful of yourself. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
I just don't like when people try to push their fears out on me.
Right.
Yeah.
All right, just slow down. You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
we're mindful.
Yeah, you
like
have to
I
be.
don't want to get my parents sick or
Right.
anybody else I come in contact with. I don't want that for anybody. You know what I mean? God, I have friends that have it now.
Yeah.
You know?
Shout out Tommy Borgia, too, by the way.
Yeah, Tommy Borgia. I hope you feel better, brother.
In fact, he just got released from the hospital, just like a matter of moments ago. So
Oh, wow.
a good friend of ours down in Atlanta, Georgia, was diagnosed with COVID, and he said it. I just talked to him a little while ago, probably around noon, and he said it was one of the worst fights he's ever gotten into.
It's so different between everybody.
And that dude was one of the toughest dudes around. And
Wow.
and so our wishes go out to Tommy and his family. And I know he's going to bounce back. And he's feeling a lot better than he was. But he told me, and he said, it started with a bad cough, and then it just rolled into his chest, and then he couldn't breathe, and he had to get rushed to the hospital. And
That's scary.
he got diagnosed with COVID.
That is
so.
scary.
Crazy.
So we're thinking about you, brother, and hope all is well. And
What do you think about that?
COVID?
Yeah, like, you know what I mean? Because we've had cases of like other not diseases, but things that happen. The swine flu, the regular flu,
Zika virus.
yeah, the virus, Zika virus. And what do you think about that? Like, you know, what's really going on?
Right.
I want to get into that.
We'll never know what's
We'll never really
going
know.
on. We'll never
We
know.
can dip and dive into it.
Right. A lot of people refer to it as a political thing,
Mm-hmm.
and maybe. But as far as I know, it's a human thing, and it's trying to take care of each other and take
crazy.
care of each other's health. And like Gabe says, I don't want to compromise my parents.
Mm-hmm.
It's not.
I don't want to compromise any of my friends either, you know. And I know I'm healthy,
Mm-hmm.
but you know, who knows? I can get it tomorrow.
Yeah, you
And
never know.
you just never know. So to take the necessary precautions is important. And like, you're not going to see me going out to a bar or a restaurant right now and going hanging
no.
out and doing all that, because you know, a lot of these kids were out there like, oh, you know, I
Definitely
got to
not.
be out and about. It's like, stop being so selfish.
Definitely not.
Stop being so selfish. I love when people go buy
What's that?
something
I'm
and
like,
stuff.
is that what I sound like?
Yeah, no, you sound worse, dude.
But it's a good sound.
You sound worse, actually. But no, going back to the COVID thing, it's like, it's scary.
It
We're
is
living in
scary.
some scary
Very
times.
scary.
This is the most precedented times that we've ever seen in our lives. We walk with that older woman at MVCC, and she's like,
great,
and she's
dude.
been around for decades. I was about to
Decades.
say centuries, but she's been around.
He's crazy.
She's been around.
He's crazy.
Kathy.
Kathy.
And she's been around for decades and decades, and she lived through how many wars and saw a lot of crazy stuff, and she's never seen anything like
No,
this. And you talk to
nobody
the older
Shut
generation.
down the whole world.
Shut down the whole world.
Bro,
Crazy. Crazy
did.
thing about.
Guess what? Everyone, don't ask me my opinion because it's none of my business what goes on with the politics. Politics is just another negative thing. But
I don't
other than
get
that, it's
into
none
that.
of my business. What they're telling me to do, I got to follow directions.
Mm-hmm.
And some people, it's hard to follow directions. But I have to follow directions today. People are getting sick. People are getting dying.
Yep.
They shut down Vegas. What do you mean?
Yeah.
What's there else not to know? Nobody shuts down Vegas.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Good
They
point.
shut down baseball. You know,
All the
think what the
entertainment,
Yankees are on
sports,
tonight.
everything. Yeah.
They shut down the world, bro. I mean, it's not. This is not normal.
It's not.
You know,
It's not.
and we're still in the middle of a pandemic.
Yep.
You know, so but it's like, you know, I'm just gonna follow the rules.
Yeah.
That's it. Just mind my P's and Q's. I'm gonna stay in my hula hoop.
Yeah.
Stay in my hula hoop. You know, and be mindful of other people. You like that one?
I always call it the bubble.
Yeah, the bubble.
But hula hoop's good too.
Yeah.
Because a hula hoop's smaller than a bubble, right?
That's
Yeah.
I
right.
guess. I don't know.
Depending on how you look
don't
at
know.
it.
I'm in my hamster wheel. Just keep spinning and spinning and spinning and spinning.
Keep going.
But you're right, man. It's like,
Gotta follow directions here,
follow
man.
directions, follow in line with what's going on, and follow the guidelines, and just stop being so selfish.
Yeah.
You know, you're not a rebel. Who cares? You know, stop trying to be a rebel. And like these people that are fighting. Just the other day, our friends over at Utica Coffee got in an altercation just because a guy wouldn't put a mask on.
I'm
It's like, why? Why do you have to be an asshole?
Ego.
Yeah.
It's your
I'm
ego.
glad.
It's your ego, exactly, and fear too. It goes back to fear as well.
Ego.
It's another form of fear.
I'm glad we postponed our wake up and shake up.
I did too. I didn't want to
I
put
was
anybody.
disappointed,
Right.
but it's necessary.
Yeah.
You know, absolutely necessary, especially for our friends at Utica Coffee. You know, we love them. We don't want nothing to happen to them. You know,
I don't want them to
especially
get
don't want
fined
get a
or-
fine. I
Right.
love Frank. I love Heather. You know, but you know, I was like, super excited. You know what I mean? I'm DJing on top of the roof at Utica Coffee,
And you will.
who don't like free coffee? First of all, I know. You know, we had the mission the house giving away coffee. You know, he's just another great person.
He really is.
You know, it's very. I gotta tell you, I'm very grateful today because I'm surrounded by like really good people right
Yeah,
now,
I agree.
and it's like quite amazing. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but
It's good when you trim the fat, right? For a lack of a better term.
I think when you're changing, you go through things in your mind. You know, you become more of. I can't explain it, but things happen, and so you want to be around more positive people, and things just happen. You know, I don't know what it is, what happens. You know what I mean?
A lot of negativity.
Too much.
A lot of negativity.
Too much.
Negative people, I love them. They're also people too. So, love and tolerance for everybody.
Yeah.
You have to. You can't just neglect somebody if you don't like because they're doing something. But you got to love them too. There's got a lesson to teach as well.
Yeah.
You know, boundaries. I don't know what's up with boundaries lately with people. You know, but got love and tolerance for everybody. But you know, you love from a distance if possible. You know, but there's something to learn from everybody.
It is.
Exactly.
It definitely is.
Everybody gets placed in your life for either a lesson or
A blessing.
or a blessing. That's right.
The only way.
That's it, man.
And people will come and go out of your life.
Yeah.
And you've had no control of
Always
that.
the shady ones will eliminate themselves all on their own.
Yeah.
They will eventually, you know, just disappear from your
Very
life.
fortunate. I had some beautiful people in my life. You know, I'm very fortunate. I've had a lot of great people in my life.
Same.
You know, so.
And still.
Yeah.
And you're never going to stop growing, too, no matter how old you are.
Oh, no. You
47
always,
years old. I'm just
always
learning
learning.
life.
Always learning.
Damn, you old.
Yeah, I don't look it though. I don't look it.
That's because you're hitting the track at 8 a.m. But I do want to mention, though, back to the Wake Up Shake Up, we will be doing that event down the road. We were talking about September. We don't know if it's going to be in September. I just kind of postponed it to another day on the event just to go with it.
Yeah.
But we will be doing that. Free coffee on Dr. Sheridan Mish and the D, and you're going to be DJing on the roof. We're
Can't
going to
wait,
do some
man.
long games. We could bust out our cornhole boards.
Yeah.
Which I'm really excited to bust those out. And
Everything will fall into place once everything's ready.
it will.
It will.
It will. We'll get back to doing events again and stuff. But, you know, we just need to keep it on pause for a while just so we can take care of each other. And it's good that the one thing this pandemic taught me is to slow things down. And like when it first started, I didn't know what to do with myself because I'm always go, go, go. I got to go to a gig. I got to come here to the podcast. I got to go to the Stanley. It's just like a gig after gig after gig after gig. And I would sit in my house climbing the walls. Like, what do I do? I don't know what to do. Always thinking I got something to do. I was like, there really isn't anything to do. So I went to drinking, you know, and started drinking every day. I'd wake up at 10 o'clock in the morning and start drinking, you know, and I had to change all that, man, just because it just wasn't healthy and it wasn't a good fit for me. So
I got some great quarantine pics of Z when I was in Florida.
I can't wait till next year and they come up on the memories and I can start sharing this and like, this is where I was last year and now this is where I am now. So
What's the thing?
It's the journey. The journey of life.
the didgeridoo.
The didgeridoo.
I should bust that out again.
What's that?
For didgeridoo.
It's an African instrument.
Oh, the little horn? Not the
No,
little
it's a
horn.
long horn. They go,
3 minutes straight one night. I go, you got to do that for 3 minutes straight.
You need a lot of
You got me
breath.
through a lot, man.
You
Need some
too,
lungs.
man. You got me through a lot too, and I have a lot of friends out there that actually got me through some stuff
Yeah,
Me too.
throughout this
absolutely.
quarantine.
Yeah, me
Shout
too.
out to everybody that checked on me and helped me through everything and the guidance. And there's been, I'm surrounded, like you said too. We're surrounded by some great people.
You know,
and,
even if-
and it's a blessed life, man.
You know, during this quarantine, people are having a hard time. I had a hard time. I went through a major change in the past year. You know, I'm blessed for the people that are in my life. You know, I'm just blessed. You know, special someone in my life that got me to do something I've never done before. You know, she goes very near dear to my heart. But during like this time, it's like being, like we're human beings. The whole part is just being, and that's very difficult in itself. But, you know, when the whole world changed and just people, you know, if people are feeling something, they need to talk. That telephone weighs like 100 fucking pounds, man.
Yeah, that's true.
It's like it's hard to pick up the phone.
That definitely is true.
And, you know, you don't know what's going to try picking up the phone, even if you're not feeling funny. If you're feeling funny or something like that, you need to talk. You got to get it out. You can't hold everything in.
No.
Because what are you doing? You're just suppressing everything. And then you're going to go do something like, you know, just
Something
you're going to keep busy just to keep your mind off of that one thing, no matter what. It's still coming back.
It's coming back.
And, you know, sometimes picking up the phone and that 100-pound telephone, man, and just talk to somebody, you know? Be like, hey, motherfucker, what's up? I'm like, dude, what's up, bro?
Eventually you realize it get lighter and
talk to you in
lighter.
a minute. What's going on, you know?
Yeah. It's important to hold these, to check in on your friends and make sure
It is.
their mental stability is intact.
Yeah, especially the ones that seem to be strong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those are usually the weakest ones.
Right. Man,
Or the
great conversation though today, fellas.
Yeah.
Like seriously, and again, I want to say it's been a blessing that we actually connected. and we were able to do our things. And I learned a lot from you, Noah. Especially in the last month, I've learned a lot from you. And thank you. I want to publicly thank you for all you're doing and keeping our mental health intact too, as well. I feel like the three of us are each other's life coaches as well, and Kelly too. I should throw a shout out to Kelly as well. But you guys are around. Yeah, man, she's awesome. But the three of us and what we've created and had this thing. It's just awesome, man. And it's awesome, and thank the universe for putting
it
us
shows
all
you
together.
there's still good people out there.
Indeed.
It shows me
bro.
that. It shows me that. Yeah.
Dude, I'm so happy for you, man.
And I got Young Buck.
Young Buck.
That's what they call me, Young Buck. I was gonna say, when you gonna say
Puts
it?
me out. I get home like, oh man, I gotta take a nap.
I was cursing him today. I got home and I was
He was
like,
cursing me yesterday, bro.
Yeah,
Legs.
them abs. Yeah, fucking gay. I'm not fucking with
So
gay
put that
today.
work in, man.
Yeah, man.
You gotta put that work in.
Yeah.
But then the thing is you changed up our routine a little bit, because sometimes when you keep doing the same routine over and over again,
it's horrible.
Yeah, you level off.
Yeah, you level off.
So with you coming into the fold, it just upped our game big time, and
I appreciate that.
And it's good, man. I've been seeing results, and I'm excited and seeing what the future holds, and you got a bright future, man, and I'm really looking forward to watch you grow. For 24 years old, you're well ahead of your years, and you're
People
an
tell
old
me
soul.
that. I don't
You
know.
are well ahead of your
bro.
years,
You're good.
man.
People tell
You're
me
good.
that.
You're good, man.
Stupid.
But no, thanks for coming here and hanging out. And maybe down the road, we should definitely do that fitness podcast and talk about
my
it.
first podcast with you guys.
Yeah, man. Was this your first podcast ever?
Ever.
All right.
Ever.
Pop your cherry.
There we go.
Popped it, man.
Not a virgin no more.
Pop it, LaRusso.
No, this is amazing. It was a good experience.
Awesome, man. And I'm glad you could come down and hang out. And, of course, we will see each other tomorrow morning at 8 a.m.
Yeah, man.
And, again,
Tomorrow's Friday.
the door is open to everybody if they want to come and hang out and get a workout in with us. Please come down. More the merrier.
Please do.
We want more
Let's
people
make this
to come
thing
in.
big.
Yeah, seriously, because
Make
I
it
think
big.
we've actually created our own little
we have.
routine, and it's cool, man.
Yeah.
It's cool.
It's helped me out a lot.
Yeah,
I'm
me
so
too.
grateful for you guys. I can not
too.
even tell you.
If there wasn't any social distancing, I'd say we do a group hug right now.
Yeah, I know.
Well, high five.
that's
Kapow. Pow, pow, pow. Little elbow. Pow, pow, pow.
Again, plug your social media tags and how you're releasing the clothing line tomorrow. Plug all that before we get out.
Yeah, so if you guys want to catch the Fit From Within, that would be fitfromwithinstore.com. And then the support at fitfromwithinstore.com as well. Our Instagram page is Fit From Within with two N's at the at the end.
Yeah.
And you can also catch me on my personal Instagram. That would be God Shout. Instead, it would be the O would be a 0, and that would be 2 D's as well. And Noah Morton is my name again. If you want to catch me on my Instagram, I don't have a Facebook.
You're smart.
Yeah, try to stay away from that.
It's called Hate Book right now in my world. It's nothing but hate on there. But anyways, this has been great, man.
And follow those pages, and let's make this thing big.
Yeah,
we're
for
all
sure.
in this together. Let's support one another. Let's love one another. Try to drive out the hate in the world.
Erase the hate.
Yeah.
Love it. And then tomorrow the clothing line gets released, and we'll spread it out there
Oh,
a little
yeah.
bit. And
I'm buying a t-shirt,
I'm getting
Paul.
one too.
Yeah.
Do you got sleeveless already? Are they sleeveless?
No.
No. I'm
No.
gonna have to cut the sleeves off.
Next week, those are coming.
Okay.
Those are coming.
I'm not waiting a week.
Oh, you're not?
Small goals.
I
Small goals.
got scissors. But no, thanks for coming in and hanging out, man.
I appreciate you guys for having me.
I appreciate you, man, and all you've done for us too. And
Seriously.
the sky's the limit, and there's many, many, many years ahead of us. So
And our cameraman, what's your name again?
Todd.
Todd.
Yoda, we call him.
Yoda.
Todd. Yoda.
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 Like Star Wars. Are you a Star Wars fan?
Yeah, I'm not a fan, but I know Star Wars.
Genius,
All
I
right.
am.
He's good. He's good behind the camera.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, he's the best, man.
good.
So one of the greatest days of my life is when we partnered up together and created the D. And we started in his little closet in his house.
Hey, it's a
and
start. Now look
here
at
we
you
are.
guys.
Yeah. So.
Imagine the future. You're gonna be somewhere bigger.
And that was like 3.5 years ago, and now we're here. And he's redesigned the studio probably about 5 or 6 times in 3 years.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he gets a little psychotic
Yeah.
sometimes.
Let me do this.
Definitely talented.
But there's
yeah.
so much room.
That was the
in
mixing
here.
board, though.
Huh?
Each week there was like a different mixing board going
Yeah,
on.
you
Like he keeps updating. Like what?
Yeah, and then
I just got this
he get
down.
frustrated with you because like you're like, oh well, Gabe doesn't know. Well, Gabe, you keep switching it on him.
I miss the captain's chair. I really do.
Well, we'll get there one day, brother.
Yeah.
We will. One day I'll get back there too.
Yeah.
You know, he don't even let me back there anymore.
Exactly. No one's touching us. Don't
man.
fuck this up.
But this has been a great conversation. This is Thursday, so I'm not on tomorrow, but we'll be back Monday with Local Music Monday. Our guest is Greeley Ford from the band Classified, and also he's one of the commissioners in the State Liquor Authority. So we're going to talk. We're going to get a little deep into politics and what's going on in the bar scene right now. And then also next week, guests include T-Bone, my old colleague from WOUR, who's down in Pennsylvania. I'm looking forward to talking to him. And also Steve Hale from Steve's Restorations will be on EC Radio. I think it's next Thursday. He's out on like the Discovery Channel and doing a bunch of big things. So I'm looking forward to chopping it up with him. Before we do get out of here, much love to EJA Moving Services, the professional movers. Eddie and those guys are gems in this community. And if you got to move Aunt Hilda to the nursing home, have Eddie do that for you. He'll even move your gym equipment. He'll move your studio. He'll even, if you're a band, he'll be a roadie for you. He's that cool. He really is. 315-335-0516. Plus, he likes rock and roll. And EJAmoving.com is where you can find him on the World Wide Web. Also, much love to attorney Dave Longaretta. Give him a call today if you need legal advice at 315-735-6162. Shout out to Utica Coffee, Saranac Brewery. And also, I got to give love and respect out to Todd Beretta and Peens Boards for making our customized Disruption Network cornhole boards. Dude, I can't wait to bust these out. We're going to be playing in my backyard all day long.
They're going to be all shiny.
Yeah.
They're going to be nice. We're not going to want to use them.
We're going to ruin them, actually. Yeah. I can't have anything nice. But shout out to Todd Beretta and Peens Boards. If you find them on Instagram, it's PEANZ Boards, BOARDZ. So find him on Instagram. Check out everything that he's doing. He's doing like coffee tables and custom woodworking, and also making these really cool cornhole boards. I've seen what he's done. Other
pretty
companies.
Talented.
This is like his 6th or 7th cornhole board customized that he did, and he's like, these are my favorite by far. So they're also my favorite by far as well, just because our logo is all over. But, follow, subscribe, all things Disruption Network. We're trying to get our YouTube numbers up, so if you could go over to YouTube right now, do us a favor, click the subscribe button. That would help us out a lot. Follow us on Twitter and Instagram and all the social media platforms and everything out, Twitch and Periscope and all those social media tags. Shout out to Todd again, man, for always holding it down. It looks so good. Like, look at that camera. It looks amazing. It looks amazing. We got some big things in the works too with some live concerts and stuff. We'll talk about that in the near
definitely
future.
coming.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
Let me know.
Thank you, people, for watching, and I will see you on Monday. Peace.